Hello, everybody. How's it morning? Let me just invite you to speak. Morning, morning. How are you, Moni?
Good on you.
Well, thank you. Cool. So we are live on YouTube as well. So let's get started. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm busy reading this book, everybody. It's called Atomic Habits. And you know, the whole process, the whole point of life is, for me, is just to become a better version of myself. That's basically what I'm trying to achieve. Like every day, little increments of improvement, and that's how we get to our end goal. Let me just get, just give me a moment. So, you know, these habit forming or habit stacking is what is going to help you to become a formidable trader. So it's not just, uh, you're not going to just use these habits in your trading life, but you're going to use these in everyday life as well. So I recommend that you download the book and follow along. You can get it on Audible. It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. And what he says is it's tiny changes with remarkable results. We want to create automatic responses for everyday scenarios. And creating habits in your life is going to give you a sense of control over your life. So a lot of times, you know, we just feel like life is just doing its own thing. And you know, we say when we try and make plans, life happens. And that's because you don't have the correct habits in place, and your life is controlling you instead of you controlling your life. So creating habits will be like creating passive income and exponential growth on your Forex account. You're going to get compound success. So with the same habits, so with so with the same habits, you will create the same results. With better habits, the sky is the limit. So if you keep on doing what you're doing and it's not working, nothing is going to change for you. You need to try and do things differently so that you get better results. This is how habits begin. They begin with a cue, a craving, a response, and then the reward. So the challenge is your thoughts and feelings influence your habits. While most books only deal with habits, this book deals with your thoughts and feelings and how it affects your habits and how to overcome these challenges and create consistent habits. This model integrates the behavioral and integrative model. The book is going to offer you a new way at looking at your habits and the way you do things. So here are the fundamentals. So why changes make a big difference. Let's get into chapter 1. So the surprising power of atomic habits. So there was a cycling team in the UK, and they used to be sponsored by a specific bicycle company. The team kept on losing events and races, and eventually the company pulled the sponsorship because they didn't want this team to hinder sales of the bicycles in the UK. Because the team's continuous losses. So the team brought on a new coach, and the new coach's philosophy was based on the aggregation of marginal gains, which is the philosophy of searching for tiny marginal improvements with everything you do. So the Japanese call it kaizen. So it's the just gradual improvements to get a better result at the end of the day. You should check it out. It's a fantastic philosophy that the Japanese have. So his philosophy was, if you broke down everything that went into riding a bike, you just improved those movements by a small percentage, then overall you'll have a huge improvement and gains and wins. So they began analyzing every segment of the bicycle, the seat, the pedals, the wheels. They added alcohol to the wheels to give it new grip on the exterior. They changed the pedals to to have a better grip on the shoes. They changed, they even used different massaging gels on the riders' thighs. They hired a surgeon to teach them how to wash their hands, so the chances of them catching a cold was minimized. They determined the best pillow and mattresses so that the rider got maximum sleep each night. They even painted the inside of the truck white so they could identify little specks of dust that would possibly interfere with the riders and create hay fever, infection, or sickness. So that's really interesting. So, when they transport the bikes, etc. These small improvements led to unimaginable exponential growth and performance. It took 5 years, and the team eventually dominated the cycling events worldwide. They won 80% of gold medals at the Olympic Games, setting 9 Olympic records and 7 world records. The UK rider also won the Tour de France, the first UK rider ever to have won to have done so. The other team members won the Tour de France 2015, 2016, and 2017, giving the British team 5 Tour de France victories in 6 years. So during the 10-year span, the UK team won 178 World Championships, 66 Olympic records and Paralympic medals, and captured 5 Tour de France victories. This is regarded as the most successful run in rider history. Absolutely incredible. So how does this happen? How do you turn in from mediocre into a world championship or a world champion in such a short span of time? Why does such small remarkable changes compound into remarkable results in such a short period of time? So I think it's obvious. I think if you just break everything down into smaller bits and pieces and start improving in those bits and pieces, then you'll definitely see results. It's like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So why small habits make a big difference? It is so easy to overestimate the importance of one defining moment and underestimate the value of small improvements on a daily basis. That right there is the wow, I think. So too often we convince ourselves that massive success requires massive action. So in network marketing, they always teach us that we have to take massive action. And really what we need to do is we need to just change our habits and make small incremental changes. Do things on a daily basis and you will have massive results in a small period of time. The same with your Forex account. You start off, you start trading, you don't know what you're doing, and you start learning the habits, such as waking up, checking out your MyFX book, checking out what's happening on the chart that you're trading, when the time it is to trade, maybe setting up your phone that's got let me just share my screen on Discord. So maybe, I think on my camera at least, face. Can you see me? There we go. Okay, so like on my phone, what I've done is, okay, maybe set up your different times that the candles open, so that you don't have to think about it. Maybe making a list. So that's my new thing that I've done this year, is create lists for myself so that I can empty my brain and not have to think about those things, and remind myself it's now written on paper, and I can just go back to my list and start like ticking things off on my list. So very, very interesting and important. Okay. So where was I? So we don't need to be making earth-shattering improvements which are unachievable to have big improvements in our life. Okay, if you can improve a tiny bit each day for your workout 37 times, for your workout 37, your workout to be 37 times better, okay, than if you didn't do it. So by the time you're done, conversely, if you get worse each day, you can decline down to zero in less than a year. Okay, so that's a really interesting statistic that they've proven and they've studied, that if you just do these small little increments, you'll be 37 times better, okay, in like a year's time. So habits of the compound interest of self-improvement. I look at my own life and look at the habits that I've created in my own life, and I see what I've done over the last 5 years, which was mainly making phone calls, getting up, and even when I was tired of making those phone calls, speaking to people, even though I didn't want to sometimes speak to those people. And now I have a business, a formidable business, that not only is changing my life but has changed the life of like many people that follow the videos and the tutorials. So if you follow the videos and tutorials, you'll have success. I think on that note, I think I'm going to ask Marnie to comment on that. So what do you have to say about that? Who else is on here? That if anybody else wants to comment, you can please put up your hand. This is interactive. It's for everybody.
No, and I think you sometimes underestimate the impact that you've really made in a lot of our lives, not only just in my life, but also in the lives of other people. Just listening to the testimonials coming through and how things are happening, it's amazing. So kudos to you on that. But I think what you're talking about today is so important. Even for me, I have a morning, call it a ritual or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to system or whatever. But it has helped me to set myself up, and I can actually see by being consistent, I'm actually gaining results. So yeah, having solid habits in your life is very important. It's boring, but it's very important.
Yeah, there's no question about it, but it does give you a sense of calm and consistency. Although it is very boring. So, when I gave up alcohol, that was one habit that we gave up about 5 years ago. I haven't had a drop of alcohol. Changed my life. I think that was the beginning of when my life really like took an exponential curve, to stop the poison going into my body. And from there, I think I started to do various different habits. So it's very important for you guys to like start getting some sort of habit regime in your life. So my habit regime is, what I do is I wake up at about 4:30. Every morning, I meditate. I do some self-development, which is like reading a book or listening to a video. I don't touch my phone. I don't look at anything on my phone, okay? Unless it's a motivational video or a self-development video. And then I do my diary and my journal, and I take notes, and then I exercise. I either do yoga or I swim or I walk. And I'm not looking at anything. Okay, I only look at my phone at about 9 o'clock. So the new candle has opened. I forgot to actually check it out and place my trade. So let me just have a look. Second candle is above the 8 exponential moving average. So what are we going to do, people? What does the rule say? See, this is when the emotions tend to get to you and you don't know what to do. So, because it's odd. The chart is odd, isn't it? So let's just change it to market execution, and we will place a small little trade of a buy. So there we go. So sometimes I also miss it. I did hear my alarm go off, but we also have this meeting. So we'll see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm lots long. That's all I know. I'm over about 150 lots long. So we'll see if I get hedged or not. Interesting times. Cool. So then, so at 9 o'clock, I'll then open my phone. I'll check what's happening, check the news if I haven't done it the day before, because nothing's really going to change. But I'll just go through it again, and then I'll start my day and get done with what I have to do. So it's very important that you have some sort of regime in your life, and you need to, like, just for me, again, it's about just trying to become a better person than I was the day before. So now you can see why the value of good habits and bad habits becomes strikingly strong. The problem is that we have shiny object syndrome and we have immediate gratification syndrome, and we we got a gym contract, okay. We go there for 3 days. We're not fit, we're not healthy, or have great bodies in 3 days, and we're not in shape in 3 days, so it lacks luster. And we start giving up on our habits and goals and dreams, eventually sliding back into those bad habits when nothing changes in our lives. Does this all sound too familiar to you guys? So I think everybody has that challenge. If you guys want to comment, you're more than welcome to. Put your hand up and I'll invite you to the forum to comment. I'm still waiting for Ntakoza to join. I'm not sure where he is, but I'm sure he'll make his way. I think he doesn't really know how to use Discord, so this is a challenge for him. So, so I think the problem is the slow pace of transformation. Okay, that is the catalyst that slides us back into our old routines. We've all got to learn to stop repeating the 1% errors that lead to a huge or a disaster. And that's the fault with lack of bad habits. Okay, bodies and bank balances that are not what we aspire to have in our lives. So we're replicating poor decisions, duplicating tiny mistakes, and rationalizing little excuses. Our small choices compound and lead to toxic results. It's the accumulation of many steps, one mistake. Yes, one mistake, and it's a slippery slope. So, and that's like why I think I haven't actually decided to like drink again, because it's the slippery slope. So I was never an alcoholic. I just thought to myself, Simon and I, my wife, we thought to ourselves, is alcohol serving us? So is it like getting us to our next destination? So you muted, Moni. So if you want to comment, you can unmute. So
Alan, I actually heard a quote yesterday. It said, if you worship your comfort zone, you will breed fear, and fear will keep you stuck in the same space until the day you die.
yeah, so that's 100% true. So it was just like a conscious decision for us. And, we read a lot of books, like self-development books, and we attend like a lot of seminars and watch like a lot of YouTube videos. And there's noise behind you, Moni. So if you can, there is a Zoom room. Are you at the office?
Yes, people are in it right now.
Okay,
So
so
as
you
soon as
need
I
to
can get a
book it.
space,
Yeah,
I'll
okay,
jump.
cool. Okay. So again, it was just like we noticed that a lot of the very successful entrepreneurs out there don't drink, they don't drug, they got a gym, they meditate, they do exercise, they eat healthily, and there seems to be like a common habits that they seem to do that has made them successful. And like, I can't stand mediocrity. It just like flipping irritates me. I don't want to be mediocre. That's why I try and do my best to have this program. And thanks for your compliment. I really appreciate it, because a lot of the time, all I see is complaints, like cancellations, complaints. It's not working. I've lost money. I lose money. I blew my account. Okay, it's not my fault. I don't control the market, and I don't control the way you trade. Um, I'm going to place another trade, guys, because the price is on the 8 exponential moving average. I'm going to place a very small trade, little buy trade, 5 lots for me. So if you want, you can place 0.01. Yes, multitasking, shocking, isn't it? So got my phone open and on the chart, just because we've opened the trade, I just want to see what's going to happen there. But yeah, so where was I? What did I say? Help me. got lost my train of thought.
You spoke about the compliment and not always seeing the positive,
Yeah,
but you
so
know,
yeah, I just see like a lot of I don't like very seldom do I get the compliments. People don't like really like phone me up and say, "Gee, wow, thanks, I'm making money," blah blah blah. So I think it's with most things, most companies or products. You're not getting compliments. You only people are set in the negative, unfortunately. So yeah, it's nice to know that some people are using it and making money. So it's the analogy of the pilot in the airplane. Imagine traveling to America from South Africa and your compass was out by just 1 degree. Where would you land up? Certainly not America. Okay. So when you look at it, when you take off, 1% is not a lot. But over the 12,000-kilometer journey, the 1% turns into a whole lot of degrees working against you. So if you go 1 degree, okay, per hour, if your compass is out by 1 degree and it changes every hour by 1 degree, okay, it's like, so you start off with your line over here and then it sort of like goes like this. It's exponential growth, okay. So your destination was there, okay, but now because you're 1 degree out, it's like this, that's where you're going. So it's quite a nice analogy to use. So this leaves you hundreds of kilometers away from your end goal. Okay. So if you're going to space and you're heading for the moon, okay, you may hit Mars. So the 1% increment may seem insignificant, but over a span of our lifetime, the results will be astounding. Okay. So success is so like I struggle with my weight a bit, and as you can see, and if you're putting on 2 kilos a year extra um, bulk, then over 10 years, that's 24 kilos. It's a small child that you're carrying around. So that's why we're playing golf again, and we're trying to get my exercise. I keep on doing the exercise. I just find it is a challenge for me, I must admit. I'm not really the exercising person. I did not like sport at school. And the funny thing is, I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive. I don't know if you've noticed that. And I like to win. And I hate to lose. And I was like I was born in October. So I don't know if you guys know this. There was a book called The Outliers. This is an interesting topic, okay? So I don't know if you've read the book. It's called The Outlier. Have you read it, Moni? Okay. Who wants to chat? Anybody want to chat? You can put up your hand. So and on YouTube, if you've got any questions, you can ask questions on YouTube as well. So Outliers, I can't remember who wrote it. Very good. So that was a study done of, I don't know if you've, so it says there in the book, okay, if you think about it, all the tech people, the tech giants are all the same age. Well, they were, okay, all the same age. So Jeff Bezos, Larry Page, who owns Oracle, I think it's Oracle, and then you've got the Google guys, and then you've got all the major tech guys. They all Bill Gates, okay, what's Steve Jobs. They're all the same age, okay. So what they did a study, okay, of different age groups. So they, especially at school, and they found that this is why they do it in sports. So you have under 12s and over 12s. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? So you play netball or soccer and you're an under 12, which means that you were born before July. If you were born past July, you were over 12s, which means that you were in the 13 age group. Okay, and they found that people that were at school that were born later than July had far less maturity than people that were born from January to June. So, when you're 6 years old, that maturity gap is massive. So, you can't compare a person that is born in October, November, December to a person that is born in January at 6 years old. Okay, that's a 7 month gap. Okay, at that maturity, at that age, it's flipping huge. So they say that when you, and it's a thing now, okay, that with the schools, I don't know if you've noticed or if they're doing it at your kids' schools, that when you are born over June or June, from June onwards, they hold you back a year so that you're now older in that class and you don't fall behind. So this is what happened to me. So I was playing with kids much bigger than me, much stronger than me, okay? And also school was a battle for me because I was in a class with people that had far more maturity than me because I was 8 months younger than everybody else. So I struggled my entire school life. So it's just very interesting. So at school, I like always got like uh, if I played rugby, I like got tossed around because I was the lighty on the team, or the soccer, like couldn't run as fast as everybody else. So if you're running with that in the cross country, you're definitely going to come last, okay, every time because they're older than you, they're stronger than you. There's no ways you can compete, okay? They're taller than you. So this is why I couldn't get really into sport and everything because I kept on like failing and being the loser and the person that was lost um and look where I am now. It's very interesting. Okay, very interesting. So it's just an interesting book that you guys should read and go check it out to understand why uh, things are the way they are. Okay, where was I now? So let's read this again. So the 1% increment may seem insignificant, but over a span of a lifetime, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So right now, it doesn't matter whether you're successful or unsuccessful. What we need to do is we need to now create habits that are going to move you from either a success or from a failure or a success to more of a success. Okay. We need to be far more concerned about our current trajectory than our current situation, our results, our current situation and results. So if you're a millionaire and you spend more than you earn and you don't change your spending habits, you're going to land up being poor. Very simple. Okay. Conversely, if you're poor and you save a little each month and invest it wisely, you will be creating exponential growth, and freedom is on the horizon for you. So even if you're going slower than you like, freedom is still on the horizon. So I always tell people, as you know, to when you're trading, trade conservatively. Okay, it's not a race, it's your journey, but you need to be conservative so that you can, and this is the habit forming thing, okay, the habit stacking. Don't over leverage, don't place big lot sizes, follow the rules. So like today, okay, the second candle is above the 8 exponential moving average. I've opened a trade, which I didn't post in the trading group, which I have to do. So you guys have to wait because that was my commitment to everybody, to tell them that I was going to be sharing with you my trading. So let me go and find that quickly. Allen's trades. Placed a buy trade. Cool. Okay.
Okay, I'm inside the room thingy now. Okay. So I'm mute.
Okay, cool. All right, sweet. You in Bryanston.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Okay. So everything in your life is based on lagging habits, whether it's finance, weight, health, knowledge, mindset. It's all to do with your habits or lagging habits. We get what you get what you repeat. Very, very simple. Okay. So good habits make time uh, good habits make time. All your bad habits make time your enemy, which is really interesting. That's such a good comment, eh? Such a good saying. Good habits make time. All your bad habits make time your enemy. Okay, so, and it's true. I mean, if you eat unhealthily, you'll have more time. If you eat unhealthily, you'll have less time. time on the planet. Okay, time to do everything. You won't feel good. You're just lagging. You feel uncomfortable. So it's like that with everything. So bad habits with regard to your health lead to an unhealthy lifestyle. Bad habits with regard to your mindset lead you down a path of terrible self-worth. Bad habits of not saving leave you down to a life of poverty. It's very simple. All we need to do is change our habits. To understand the 1% or 1 degree change, we must have a look at an ice cube. So you're in a room with an ice cube on the table. The room temperature is around -5. The ice cube doesn't melt, and you can still breathe, right? Then you breathe out. It's almost, and you breathe out. It's like it is steam, and you're sitting in the room, and gradually the room starts increasing in temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Okay, and eventually it gets to naught or +1 degrees. And from -1 and naught, where ice freezes, okay, at 1% or at 1 degree, the 1% more, the ice cube begins to melt, and it's just 1 degree, okay, and that's the certain point in your life where things start to take shape and start to change on an exponential level. So what we're saying is that it's, although you've made these changes, okay, nothing great is going to change for you, okay, until you get to that. It's called the tipping point. So when you get to the tipping point, things will start to change. They say it's usually 2-3 months, okay, of this. So for me, it was 3 months. So after I gave up alcohol, um, that I saw the changes in 3 months. So that's what I was talking about when I asked Marnie what I was talking about. I was talking about like why I kept up the habits. Okay. So I kept up the habit of not drinking because shit, I didn't want to go back to day one. So there's a group on. So if any of you are thinking about wanting to give up alcohol, or like have, maybe you're living with an alcoholic, there's a group on Facebook. It's called One Day No Beer. So on there are it's a group of people that post their results of not drinking. So how it starts is you start off and you say, okay, I'm not going to drink for 7 days. Okay. And if you're living with an alcoholic, say, I'm not going to drink for 1 day. And if you are an alcoholic, so they just say, I'm not going to drink for 1 day. Okay, and then 1 day becomes 2 days, and 2 days becomes three, and it gets to 7 days eventually. Okay, so now you're still craving your alcohol. Like, I get it. Okay, then you say, okay, I've done it for a week. I need to do it for a second week. You don't reward yourself with the beer. Okay, and it's because that's how you slip backwards. So you don't go back to the old habit and say, okay, cool, yeah, I did it for 7 days. Okay, I'll only have 1 beer a day, because one turns into two and two turns into a six-pack. That's how it works. That's life, unfortunately. Okay, so for me, it was we gave up for 7 days, and then we said, okay, we'll give up for another 7 days, which was 14 days. We said, okay, not so bad. We made it through the 7 days. We made it through the 14 days. We said, okay, cool. We'll do it for now another 14 days, which was 30 days. So we did it for a month. We said, okay, we've done it for a month. We said, okay, let's do it for another month. We did it for another month, and then we said, let's do it for another month. And 3 months, we started to, I think it was the fourth month, we started to see changes in our life. Our turnover in both Simon and my business started to go up. Okay, motivation went up, clarity went up. I didn't have non-peripheral vision, okay, where you like sort of like boxed in, and like a bit of a glare, or a like tunnel vision almost, where you can't really, it's blurry on the sides of your eyes. Okay, it's like you get instant clarity after about 3-4 months. Okay, and so after the 3 months was 90 days, we said, okay, we've done 3 months. Let's do another 3 months, which became 6 months. And then we said, after 6 months, we said, right, let's do another 6 months. Okay. And then we got to the year, and we didn't celebrate by having a drink of alcohol after the year. And we wanted to. Of course we wanted to. What do you think? We still don't want to have a glass of wine with our friends, or when I was on that boat with FPS, they sent us on that excursion last year in December. Um, we For my birthday they gave me a gift. It was a yacht cruise, okay, in Cape Town, which I showed you guys. What do you think? I didn't want to have a bottle of champagne which was given to us. Of course I did, but we didn't, because we didn't want to get into that slip of uh, you know um what's going on here. Outlast. Thanks, Huabi. So check out your chat, guys. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. Give me 1 second. Don't know how to do that. Okay, there we go. Outliers. Shot, brother. I can't send. Let's try there. It's too long for. If you can shorten that for me, I'd appreciate it. Do it as a tiny CC, a short link. I'd appreciate it so that I can share it with everybody. So, what does everybody say? Okay, so Adiposi is now a speaker. I didn't know he was here. Is he here? No. Okay, so let's just read the chats. Okay, so okay, so this is last week's. Okay, Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's Atomic Habits by Richard Gladwell. Not Atomic Habits. What's it called? Outliers by Richard Gladwell. Yes, correct, Glenn, because I'm much younger than my classmates, 100%. So I'll just leave this open so I can see more chats and focus and be with you guys as well. Okay, so let's get back to it. Okay, so Japanese bamboo stands underground for 5 years before it shoots up between 20 and 50 meters into the air. So what it's doing is it's growing rich and underground roots that can't be seen until eventually it's strong enough and shoots up in less than a couple of weeks. So 5 years it's germinating, okay, growing roots, spreading its wings underground so that it's got stability and a foundation, and then within a couple of weeks, okay, it shoots up 20 to 50 meters. So the compound process is hard. Delayed gratification is hard. The most powerful outcomes are delayed. This is the cool reason why building good habits or keeping habits is so hard. We fail to see the tangible result and give up. It's the analogy of a diamond miner. Let me try and find that for you. It's such a cool picture. Diamond miner almost getting diamonds. Let me try and find this for you. Image. Here it is. Okay.
But Alan, don't you think that also speaks to why the rich always gets richer and the poor gets poorer? Is because they've built habits to sustain themselves.
Yeah,
They can
100%. So let me just change over to Google Chrome here, so that everybody can see on YouTube. So this is such a cool picture. So I'm going to share my screen on Discord. Share screen. Okay, go. Okay, so I'll do the picture here as well. The link, you can go check it out. Okay.
That is so true.
Yes. So, in affiliate marketing, oh gosh, in affiliate marketing, select all, delete. Oh gosh, this is such a long link. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay. So in affiliate marketing and network marketing, okay, they talk about, you give up so early in the game, and you don't know where you're chipping. You're chipping and you could be like 1 millimeter away from the diamonds, okay, and becoming that person. Um, and just getting to where you want to get to. So you just got to keep on going and keep on going. And this is why that immediate gratification thing, you've got to try and get rid of that immediate gratification gene. So let me go back to the Discord. Okay, cool. Okay,
So
so
Ellen, you
much
want to
going
talk
on,
about
China. It's like you must know what my screen looks like. Okay, I've got this OBS thing which I'm trying to get at grips with, which basically streams to YouTube, and trying to do YouTube and Discord and flick between screens. It's like multitasking on steroids. Yeah.
Ellen, you said you're October. I'm December. So you must know.
So yeah, you must have struggled. You must have struggled. So yeah. So nobody's got any hands up to speak. Okay. So we fail to see the tangible results and give up. It's the analogy of the diamond in the rough. Okay, breaking through from one place to another is called latent potential, and when you achieve it, people will call you an overnight success. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so it's so true. So check this out. You became a millionaire. It was overnight. It wasn't overnight. You know how many calls the person had to make. You know how much drama the person had in their life to be able to get to there. So it's just very interesting. You and uh, um, so you and others will both see the dramatic effects and not what preceded it. Okay, you don't see what happened previously. So monetary uh, requires patience. It's the compound effect of 10,000 hours of repeating the same habits over and over and over again. Okay, this is how big businesses are built. So to build a business, okay, is hard. And so people say, what makes you different to everybody else? How did you get success? What made you a success? I say to you, consistency and reliability, and those two things is what has made me a success. Where I think I'm reliable, I think I'm always there, I always answer, I'm always available, and I think yeah, yeah, I think those are the two, and I think I just don't stop. I just continue. So it's that there's a word for it. I just can't remember what it is. Okay, cool. So let's continue. Okay. All big things begin with one habit. They all started at the same place, the beginning, where nothing takes place. Well, something happened. What? Oh, she's. I played golf yesterday. Okay. So that's why I was a little bit late with my messages. So I played golf and I'm on the golf course. And so I arrive at the golf course. Okay. Now, it's supposed to be a two ball because I'm really cuck. Can't play. Okay. So it's supposed to be a two ball. Me and my mate, okay, Warren, he's a client. He's actually become a very good friend of mine, lives in Plett. Okay. And so book a two ball, and I'm expecting a two ball. So I arrive at the tee and speak to the guy there. He's the curator. Says, all right, this is where you tee off. These are the rules, blah, blah, blah. He tunes, these are the two people you're playing with. Okay. Oh my God. Like I don't even have a handicap. Okay. So I say to him, listen, we're really shit at this. Okay. I'm like a beginner. You need to be patient. He says, don't worry. We're all beginners at golf. So don't panic. I didn't quite get what he meant, that we all beginners at golf. So he plays a good game. They're old buddies. They're like 70 years old, both of them. Okay. Retired. The one oak lives in Knysna. The other dude came to visit him, lives in Joburg. Anyway, so we tee off. Okay. They tee off like straight down the fairway. One oak straight down the fairway. Other oak left a little bit, almost in the water, but he survived, and then it was my turn. Yeah. So my last game I played at Obai. Okay, stunning course, stunning like mental. Okay, expensive, exclusive. Okay, I lost 20 balls. Okay, that's 5 sleeves. Okay, 20 balls I lost. It's hilarious. So really played really badly. Couldn't hit the driver. And if you go, and it's like sort of, it's in the wilderness. So if you go in the rough, it's gone. You can't find it. Okay, it's thick like forest. So it's history anyway. So I tee off, and the ball basically goes lands on the ladies' tee. Okay, so he says, "Don't worry, just take another one. Second shot, hit it well down the fairway." Anyway, so but on the 13th hole, I turned around to Warren, okay, and I said to him, I said, I now realize what this guy meant. He said, we're all beginners. It's like, I said to him, like, I don't have a handicap. I said, but you asked Warren plays off for 14. I said, you weren't born at 14. I said, I forget that everybody started at the same place, nowhere, okay? You all start at the same place, nowhere. You know nothing. Okay. And then you start and you feel like a fool. And it's hectic because you're playing in front of other people. The same with the trading groups. You're playing with other people, you're trading with other people, you're losing money, you can't get it right. But we all lost money in the beginning. It wasn't an instant success at Forex. It doesn't just happen like, okay, cool, I'm an instant success. I'm making money off day one. You know how many counts I've blown? Holy shit. Oaks. I've gone through millions. Okay, lost millions. Okay, my first Forex account, I blew R1 million in, I think it was, so we gave the account to someone to trade for us. And yeah, face palm. And then she lost half a bar, and then 500,000. And then I took over the account and was gambling. You know the story. I think you know the story. And within 3 days, I lost the other 500,000. And trading while I'm driving down to Durban, okay, trying to save the account on a 1 minute chart, and then the chart news came out and the chart went ballistic and went against me, and within like 5 seconds I've blown the other 500,000. So I think losing money in Forex, it's par for the course. Get used to it. You're going to lose money. Okay, you're going to lose money. This is like, I think this is like, okay, hold on. Okay, I know why you beg to differ, okay, because you have a mentor, okay, that's there and got your back, okay, but if you didn't have a mentor, okay, this is like going to the casino and playing one-arm bandits, okay, where you can win, you can win, but the chances of you winning, okay, are limited. So stacked against you, unless you're playing cards and you understand poker or you understand blackjack and you can count cards, then it's in your favor. Okay, then you can stack it in your favor. And if you do, you're going to get kicked out the casino. Okay, here's a situation where Forex, where we're not going to get kicked out. So now you can comment.
No, you know, Alan, the only way to set yourself up for success is because we have you. And if you don't want to blow an account, then get yourself the robot. The thing is phenomenal. It's like 8 years worth of Alan's knowledge and everything in one thing. I mean, you are completely knackers if you don't get the robot. It's like you're literally taking Alan and putting him behind your account. You got all of that experience. So that's the only way I tell people you're not going to lose money because you got Alan trading kind of like for your account.
Yeah, it's too true. Too true. So, yeah, that robot is ridiculous. Okay, so we got 20 balls. Yes, Glenn, 20. I couldn't believe it. Okay, couldn't believe it. 20 balls. Okay, so the one hole. Okay, I'll share the video with you, Alex. Okay, if you want the video, I'll share it with you. The one hole. Okay, so the one hole, you get to the hole, and there's a daker there chowing the leaves. Okay, so I'm whispering into my phone. I said, check this hole. There's a daker. It's amazing. Okay, so the tee box, and you tee over the forest. So you tee over the forest. Okay, and then about 140 meters away, there's the green. So if you hit it, if you anywhere short, left, right, it's history. It's in the forest. Okay, and then so I hit it, and I didn't go to the green. I got it into the sandbank behind the green, but at least it was straight. That was like the only time I teed off out of 18 holes. I didn't lose a ball. Crazy. It was so funny. So funny. Anyway,
And
okay, cool. Hey,
ball rack up.
huh?
You spend more money on balls than anything else.
No, the game was expensive, let me tell you. Okay, cool. So the task is to break the bad habits and then to create good, long-lasting habits. So forget about goals and focus on systems instead. Okay, forget about getting to the end result of making money with Forex or getting winning trades. What you need to do is have habits. Wake up, check your MyFX book, check the chart, understand where the candle is relative to the moving averages. Is it above or below the 8? Is it near the 200? How far is it from the 200? Are you going to trade? If you do trade, what are the percentages of you making money? Okay, so like now, can we share the screen here? Let's try and share the screen. And
People also focus on the wrong things with their account. Like a lot of the new guys want to focus on the balance. No, it's the margin percentage. That's that's the things you need to learn over time. If you're looking at the wrong metrics, you're going to have that hyperventilation. Listen, I've got a very interesting story. I have someone that was a beginner and she decided to go and trade Bitcoin on
I'm listening.
with a 500 account. She decided to go and trade Bitcoin, and the spread is 200 pips on MetaTrader 5.
No, it can't be 200, must be 20. 200 points.
Well, it says 200 on the thing.
So that's 200 points, which is 20 pips.
So 20 pips. So can you imagine? She's like, look, I took so many trades. And I'm like, you better close everything right now. Please don't trade Bitcoin right now. Yeah. Not on MetaTrader. And she was like, but she only had 100 and she was up on the account, but her margin was so low that she couldn't take trades. And I it's bringing her back again and saying, hey, go back and just practice. Doesn't matter what, just practice on goal. Keep it, doing it every single day.
Yeah, no, trading, I can't share my phone, unfortunately. Let me try another port. Oh, there we go. Trying to get this right. Leland screen. There we go. It's blank. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Okay, so let me change it on Discord to mobile. Okay, let me change it. Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
You can see the phone.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so what are the percentages of you making money? So it's good. So we need to habit form. So what we do is we can go and click on the square, the circle, and the triangle. You click on the diagonal line there, and you say, okay, so if it goes north from where I traded, from where I placed the trade, okay, what is the how many pips to the 200? So it's what is it, 120 pips. So how do we do that? Check it out. There we go. So this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. So there it is over there. Okay, let's enlarge it. Okay, 1,202 points, 120 pips. So if it goes north, the risk to reward ratio is good. So you've done your analysis and you can do that in 5 seconds. So that is part of the habit stacking. So please, I would love to know how to check FX News, the website, MyFX Book, sir. MyFX Book. And it's an app I download on my phone. So if you go to my phone, there it is, MyFX Book over there, and you can open it up. And then when you get to the phone, sometimes it opens on something else like news or markets, and you just click on calendar and it takes you to the calendar, and then there's the news, and you need to follow along on the group. Or if you haven't paid for your course, which I don't think you have, Rejoice, then you need to please pay for the course, and then you'll be added to the different groups. So then you'll start understanding how to analyze the charts. Okay. Does anybody want to comment? Anybody want to add anything? Nobody got anything to say? This is interactive. I need you guys to, say something, comment, be here. Okay, be involved. Okay, so if you want to comment, please just put your hand up and I will then, or is it a work day and you're at work? If it's a work day and you're at work and you can't comment, just text, say yes in the chat box so that I know what's cutting. Okay. Okay, so we need to start implementing systems. Okay. So your results have nothing to do with your goals that you set. Your results have everything to do with the habits that you set and that you and the habits that you focused on, which is just a set of simple systems that you put into place. So come here. Yeah, there's my boy. So what's the difference between a system and a goal? The goal is you focus on the end result without having a system in place. A system works differently. Systems are about the process that you're going to use, small increments, your small daily habits that you perform that are going to get you to an end result. Okay, by using the system and perfecting the system and consistently using the system, it is impossible not to reach the goal. So what's the time? We've got a few minutes left, 4 minutes. Okay. The question is, if you forget about your goal and you only focused on the systems, would you achieve the goal? Absolutely. Just use the goal for a direction. The goal will be achieved. You just need the direction and then work on the systems to achieve the destination. Okay. So what do you think about that, my people? What do you think about what we've said and today's call? Comments, feedback. Marnie.
Spectacular as always. I mean, it's a great way to, and I mean, every single one of these sessions with you just gets better and better all the time. So it's like sets you up for everything. So thank you so much, Alan, for this. This was beautiful. Thank you for, I want to thank you for taking it to the group as well. Putting all of your time and effort into, creating successful traders. So kudos to you. Thank you so much.
Now, I think it's important that, we open this forum up for everybody so that everybody can learn and can just also try to be a better person. I'm like, what's the point of being on Earth, Oaks? Like, what's the goal? Like, what's it all about? Basically, what's it all about? Okay, so it's not just all about you. You exist and there's people around you. And I think for me, it's about, it's such a great comment. It's be affected or be an effect. So either you're going to be affected by life or you're going to affect people. And I want to affect people. Okay, I think it's important that if you've got something valuable to say it. So, like, again, the Japanese quote, they've got such clever quotes. Okay, it's a little meme. So it goes like this. So if you have a better way of doing something and you don't tell me about it, can you call yourself my friend?
Sure, that's powerful.
So, yeah. So by you not telling your friends about trading, the robots, how you're making money, like, why are you so private about it? You're not telling them the amount of money you're worth. You're just telling them a different way. Everybody wants to make money. Just go out and tell them.
That one hit home, Alan, this week, because I did that to my friends. And I was doing all of this. And this week, I decided exactly that quote. I'm going to go back to my friends and say, guys, we all need to get on the bot. And they all responded. And it was diamonds all around me.
Yeah.
And I would just notice them because I was shutting myself down.
Yeah. 100%. So you just got to. So I've got some comments. So Rejoice, we can't help you until you pay for the course. There's a lot of money that's gone into the course. There's a lot of time and effort. We pay people to administrate, and we need to charge for the course. And there's value to that course. There's a VPS, and just go to the website. I'll plonk it into the chat group now. Oh God.
Should I get my link? Where's my link?
Okay, so there's the chat. There it is. So go and check it out if you want to. How's it, Helmut? Good to see you, buddy, on YouTube. So on YouTube, please give me some likes, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other videos. Please give me comments and let me know what you think about the live chat and this interaction that we've had today. So I really appreciate your time, guys. It's time to head off to work and to begin the day. So thanks very much.